day 8. I believe it's day 8. I left my list by my chair, but we're going to be talking about how everything fits together, the puzzle that is FlyLady. And it's not a hard puzzle, but we've been decluttering our homes this month. Here it is, the 18th day. We're halfway through. We're going to be going to the end of the month, and we're going to get rid of some clutter. We're getting ready to go into the holiday season, but you can do this anytime your seasons change. And on Friday, this coming Friday, the 23rd, we go into fall in the Northern Hemisphere. And it's probably going into spring in the Southern Hemisphere. So it's beautiful weather. We can get it, we can get some things done, but I want to talk about how it all fits together. Because if you jump in into FlyLady, you sign up. First thing I'm gonna tell you to do is go shine your sink. That's the first thing. And you don't understand how that's gonna work, but you gotta trust me. You gotta jump in with faith and both feet and do what you can, get that sink shined, and you're going to get up the next morning and you're going to be you're going to have a smile on your face. That smile helps to make you feel better. Now, don't get up and fuss because the kids have put dishes in the sink. That's where you want them. You probably have a dishwasher that the clean dishes haven't been put away, and they actually put them in the sink. So brag on them that they put them in the right spot. Don't be overzealous about it, but just say thanks for putting the dishes in the sink and leave it at that. The main thing here is everything the puzzle is your home. And everything we teach you at FlyLady all fits together. So if you get up in the morning and you drag around, as my granny would say, in your gown tail all day long, you're not going to get anything accomplished. We want you to get dressed to lace up shoes. Yeah, you heard me right. Before the rest of the family gets up, get dressed to lace up shoes. And putting those shoes on is like putting your glasses on. They tell your head it's time to get something done. Another thing that we do at FlyLady is we have to we have to pace ourselves. We have to learn to use a timer because we are the world's worst at piling on, going too long. We set the timer to tell us when to stop. Because if not, you'd probably declutter all day long. Guess when the next time you're going to declutter? Or clean your bathroom all day long, or scrub tiles, or scrub a floor and spend all day doing it. We have got to stop that. Set your timer for 15 minutes. Don't go back to that, oh, I haven't finished the job yet. Pardon me. Whew. Don't know where that came from. But we have got to stay focused for 15 minutes. Then we can go on to something else. If you need to go back to it, then do that. But don't spend more than 15 minutes at one time. You hear me? So if you get up and start getting dressed to lace up shoes, you got a shiny sink, but you don't declutter, all you're doing is moving that clutter around. You're, as my granny would say, messing and gumming. I don't know what that means, but you're just messing with it. You just keep playing with it and you never eliminate it. All of your closets are filled to the brim with stuff that you don't utilize, you don't use. They've become um, squatters in your home. So we've got to get things out of our home. We've got to get things out of our home so we can make room for for the stuff that we do use to have a place. And this is quote Granny Day. Everything has a place and everything in its place. When we do this, it changes our homes. It changes our attitude toward clutter. We quit bringing so much home when we're out and about. I mean, I like to watch these shows where they go to Goodwill, and these YouTube videos where they go to Goodwill and they find this, that, and the other thing. And I just look at it and I say, I don't need that anymore. One of the things I used to collect was vegetable dishes, like platters that look like asparagus and a cabbage terrine for soup. I don't need those anymore. I don't want those anymore. I have just the right amount of dishes. And when I got rid of the things that I didn't love and didn't have a place for, it made my life easier. In fact, as I got rid of those things, FlyLady became my calling. When I got the things out of my home that we didn't use, didn't love, didn't have a place for because they were just being stored. Your home is your biggest asset. Don't turn it into a storage unit, and don't take things to a storage unit. So this all fits together. Getting dressed to lace up shoes, fixing your hair and your face so that you don't scare yourself when you go in the bathroom. Those shoes tell your head it's time to do something. And you're just going to love the way your home feels when you let go, of the clutter. It really does work. And but you can't leave a single part out. You're going to build this beautiful puzzle of your home, but there's going to be a hole right in the middle because you failed to declutter. And every cubbyhole in your home is filled with clutter. So let go of the clutter to find the heart of your home. We say it in zone 2 that the kitchen is the heart of your home. Your storage areas are the heart of your home too. And when you have them piled up with I'm looking at mine and it's full of books, and I see some books that I need to bless someone else with. Let's get rid of our clutter so that we can have a home that blesses us day in and day out. I got asked a question one time. Have you ever decluttered something that you regretted? And I said, yeah. I decluttered my great grandmother's, my Mama Wheeler's butterbean bowl. It was a pretty little green scalloped bowl. I need to put a label on it so Justin knows it was his great great grandmother. So he knows what it is. Now, it might not mean anything to him. It probably won't. But we need to eliminate the clutter so that we can find the heart of our homes, because we've been letting these squatters live there a long time, and it's time for them to go. It's time for we've moved on. I used to make quilts. I never made a whole quilt, but I created them and cut them out and put them into little packages, little clips, and when FlyLady came along, I realized making quilts wasn't my calling. Weaving rugs wasn't my calling. Making yard art with an anvil and a forge was not my calling. When I cleared the clutter out, I found you. And that's what's going to happen in your home. You're going to find what your calling is. I know you don't understand that, but you've got to get rid of the clutter, because the clutter is from the evil one to keep you busy, so you don't find out what that calling is. Right now, this past weekend in the Hebrew calendar we went into 5784. 5784. And it's the new year. We've got 3 months to prepare for our calendar for the new year. We got a head start thinking about the new year. And I was listening to Pastor and Prophet Robin yesterday. They both have Robin as their names. Um, we've been stuck behind a closed door all our lives. We couldn't open our door because we have so much clutter. This is the year of the open door, to be able to bless someone else with your abundance, with who you are, with your testimony. It all fits together when we start eliminating the clutter, one bag, one box, one handful, one trash bag at a time. So, folks, let go of your clutter. Quit playing with it. It's not like you've it doesn't have a purpose except to destroy your life. When you let it go, and going back to my great grandmother's butterbean bowl, I gave it to a friend of mine to put in her antique booth, and I went back and bought it for $5. There was two of them. I bought each one for $5. I don't have to go yard sailing, SAILING. I used to make a map of all the yard sales and just spend Saturday and Friday going to these yard sales. And I collected so much stuff. We have to let it go. And we have to be more particular about what we bring in our house. I was watching Plants with Crystal, Krystle, and she was bringing some outdoor plants that she had outside this summer. She was getting them ready to come in the house, and they had some critters in them. Like spiders had built some eggs, had an and she had to clean the plants off before she could bring them into her home. We have to find a place for what we want. Maybe we're going to upgrade our nightstands and we see some on the side of the road that need a good fresh coat of chalk paint. That's fun. But you can't get the cart before the horse. You've got to get rid of your clutter. You've got to have a place to paint these things and put your stuff up. I gave away 2 quilts that I had put in little, each square was put together and bundled up, and it was a king size quilt, which would make two little quilts for little kids. And somebody came down from Ohio or Michigan, I can't remember which it was, and got them. And they had a sewing bee where they would sew these quilts together and give them to foster children. So those quilts got a new home eventually. And probably some kid still has that quilt somewhere. Do I have to know who it is or where it is to know that I have blessed somebody with the work of my hands? No. I just know God took it to where it needed to go. I couldn't do it because God gave me my calling, which was you. So get rid of your clutter, and you're going to find your home, you're going to find your heart, you're going to get that clutter is weighing you down. I'll catch you later. Go declutter something. Just get rid of 5 items. Put them in a grocery bag and take them to your car so that the next time you're out, you can donate them. And some of it's trash. Put the trash in the right place. Don't give trash away. But it all fits together. Getting dressed to lace up shoes, fixing your hair, your face, shining your sink, emptying your dishwasher. All of these things fit together. I love you all. You can do this. If I could do it, this room I'm in right now, it looks like it's a kitchen, but that's just a a, a big old sheet on the wall that looks like a kitchen. If I can do it, anybody can. And let go of the procrastination, because that's a tool of the evil one to keep you stuck in this clutter. Just one bag, one box a day. It didn't come into your house all at once, and it's not going to go away all at once. You can't organize clutter, but you can eliminate it one bag at a time. I love you all. I'll see you later.